You have supported me all these years. I could not be here if it were not for you. If you had not stood beside me, around me, under me, and made me feel. You know, sometimes when you plan to do something, you hope that it's going to turn out the way you want it to. It doesn't always do that. And so it just lets me know that you have to have a certain amount of faith and trust.
Young black men, take your place. We need you. Your sons and daughters need you. Did you understand what I just said? You were sold off and had no choice. Yes, but now it's time to stay. Take your place. Now! Starting now! Starting now! Young black women, you are more than your thighs and your hips. You are beautiful, strong, powerful. I want more from you. Take your place.
Girl, you've done it again. Constantly raising the bar for all of us and doing it flawlessly. When you've come to learn that all that I have learned, one thing remains the same, and that is being true to yourself is the key. Knowing your roots and where you come from is also key. Keep that with you always. And always remain graceful even when you fall. There's a sweet justice in knowing that the path you are on was designed for you and you alone. Listen to me. When I say the best is yet to come, keep your chin up high and your standards higher. And remember, you are a queen. I'm amazed every single day I live.
Do you feel like you have more to do?
Yes, that's why I'm still here. I mean, what my life became is not what I expected. I had no idea that I would touch anybody.
When the time comes, what do you want us to remember about you?
I've done my best.
What?
Began to talk about, this new actress, Cicely Tyson, and next thing I knew, I was here in front of you. My mother wasn't happy. You've been torturing yourself about what went on here, baby. Maybe you did something real bad, I don't know, and don't much care if you did. I know if you did, you had your reason. Because sometimes You gotta do what you gotta do. Even if all you've got is a long match and a very flammable hooch. I am a firm believer in divine guidance. My mother said when I was about 6 months old, she was pushing me in the baby carriage, and she was stopped by a woman who was admiring this newborn baby. And she said to my mother, "Take care of that child. She has a sixth sense." Now, she said when I was a child, I could always tell her when something was going to happen. In the family, around the family, I didn't like it. I was beginning to think that something was radically wrong. And it was my cousin. He was a psychologist. He said, "Let's go for a walk." He took me to a bookstore, and he bought me all of these books. And he said to me, "We all have it, some more developed than others." Years later, I had this dream that I fell in the street and that I had my left hand extended for help. And so there was something about it that was very strange, very eerie. And I suddenly had this chill. I was cold as clay. Somebody's trying to get a message to me. The phone rang. It was my sister. And I said, "How are you?" She said, "Not good. Mother just passed." She got all dressed, and 6 feet away from her door, she dropped in the street with her hand. And when I say I'm divinely guided, I just let it come wherever it comes. I make sure that I leave it and let it do what it has to do. And I tell you, I got to the point where I no longer feared it. I welcomed it, as a matter of fact. What inspires me is life. I mean, what else? It's what goes on while I'm still here. That inspires me. The fact that I am still here. Good Lord, do you know how long I've been here? It never occurred to me I would be here this long and win 5 nominations. Oh, dear God, thank you. Nothing. I know I have you to thank. But it's life, you know? Every minute of it inspires me. I was talking to someone last night at dinner, and I said, you know, we don't seem to realize that everything that happens in this life while we are here affect us. If somebody walked by and you got a breeze or smell of perfume or something, that's affecting you. It's affecting one of your senses. So you can't live life on this universe and not be affected by everything that is within the universe. But I think that you have to listen to your mind, your body, and your soul. Listen. It speaks to you. We tend not to listen. If you have an itch in your head, it's telling you that something there needs attention. Wisdom. Is that what we all seek? Wisdom? And why do we seek it outside of ourselves? Why do we not think that we have it within us? I think it's so important for us to understand ourselves first. I think that's when you can give wisdom, because you have had the experience of a particular matter. And having had that experience, you can say, well, this is what happened to me. And this was the result of it. And so I'm that much more the wiser